getting back on trail. Another section hike. This is where we left off actually back in April. So it's been 4 months or so since we've been out hiking. There's where we start our day off. Climbing 2 miles. Right up through there to the top of Standing Indian Mountain. So, with that being said, let's get to climbing. Hello.
How's it going?
Morning, how are you? Hey, buddy. One mile into our hike. Not too bad. Trail's a little bit more overgrown than we've had it before. But got another mile or so up to the summit. Then we'll have it for a little break. We haven't got our trail legs back yet. Gonna take a few more miles for that, but still getting there. Got 3/4 of a mile to go. Time for a water break. Time to take the packs off for a little bit. Yes, this is the trail. I guess this time of year it gets a little bushy. Six miles into the hike over Standing Indian Mountain. Took us 3 hours, roughly. Time for a little lunch break. We had about 5, 6 hikers this morning, but hasn't been so bad. Gonna try to, don't know how much more further we're gonna go. We're gonna try to get 5 or 6 more. We'll see how it all turns out. Time for them black ones. Two white blazes, two blue blazes. Got a shelter here, some water down through there. We'll see how far it is to the shelter. We may go walk down there and see what it looks like. What time is it?
2:30.
2:30. We've been 9 miles. Beautiful day. Beautiful campsite here at Carter Gap Shelter Campsites. But for some reason, we have sat down and decided, since it's 2:30, we're gonna go 3 more miles to make it 12 for the day and set up camp there. So hopefully that campsite is as good as this one, because this one is a nice one. But we're gonna put the packs back on and go at it for about 3 more miles. Finally got a spot where the overgrown weeds and stuff is not taking over. Get a good view. You see mountains way back there. Took 11 miles to see it, but this is one of the views you get. A little bit of climbing, a lot of hard work. Lasagna for tonight. That's what it looks like before water. About 2 minutes, we'll have some boiling water. We'll pour it in there. We'll show you how good it looks.
And then I have this little thingy, looks that big. I'm gonna add water to it, and it becomes a towel. It's magic.
There it is. That little circle right there, put some water on it and it turns into the best wipe you've ever seen. Mix it up, let it set for a few minutes.
5 minutes.
Mix it up again.
5 more minutes.
You got yourself some lasagna.
Doesn't it look tasty?
We're actually eating away from our tent site. They say to get away from your tent site for bears smelling it, so this was about as far away as we could get.
As far as I could walk.
So after a 13-mile day, this is a pretty good distance away. So maybe if the bears come around, they'll get a whiff of it over in this area and not down in that area. I believe the lasagna is ready.
Oh boy.
Get you a spoonful of it.
I mainly like the noodles.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to get my spoon in there.
Oh boy.
Recap for the day.
Woohoo!
13 miles. The words for today is weeds and bushes.
And bees and bugs and poison ivy, poison oak, poison sumac. Go ahead and get my prescription ready.
All those kinds of things. But we never thought we'd ever be able to walk that far. But actually, the trail wasn't really that hard of a walk today. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why we went 13 miles. We started off with a 2-mile climb up Standing Indian Mountain. We didn't get a good video of it because it was so grown up you couldn't even get to the summit. But other than that, we only had one other climb the rest of the day. Pretty much so flat the rest of the day, wouldn't you say?
Pretty much.
Seen 5 people. Well, make that 7. We just seen 2 more here at the campsite. So we seen 7 people all today. And but we might even finish this trip up tomorrow. We're going to see how it goes. We were planning on staying in the woods 2 nights, but we found out on the Appalachian Trail is you can't really set no plan. You got to just deal with what you got, because stuff change in a hurry.
Good weather.
Oh yeah, the weather was great. You couldn't ask for no better weather. 70 degrees. It's probably 50 when we started this morning. But we hope we get a good night's sleep tonight, and we're not going to get no sunrise here, but we want to see if we can get some rest tonight anyway. But other than that should be about it. We'll see what it looks like in the morning. Out. Coffee brewing. Almost packed out. Daylight is here. We're going to have one quick cup of coffee, and then we're going to hit the trail, see how far we're going to make it today. Getting out of camp, getting on trail, we did pretty good. 2 hours to pack out. Betty Creek Gap campsites. A lot of tent sites in there. Pretty nice area. Just came out of Southern National Wilderness. Starting our hike for the day. Yeah. On up past Albert Mountain, ain't it? Mooney Gap road crossing. First road crossing in 14 miles. We'll keep hiking on. Mile into our walk, we were almost completely out of water, but we should be able to get some out of here. Well, we got through with our little water break. Got a couple more miles and we get to see our first fire tower.
Hey Marcus, we appreciate your water bottle you gave us because our Sawyer failed, and so we wouldn't have been able to get any water if we didn't have that alternate source. So we appreciate your water bottle.
Yes, we do. But anyway, we filled up with water now. We are fixing to head up and see what the fire tower, not the water tower, the fire tower looks like. Whew. Hardest 4/10 of a whole trail so far, right there. Coming up Albert Mountain. Steep. Headed up the fire tower. See what kind of view we got. This is what you get. We up in the fire tower.
We didn't walk enough steps, so we thought we'd walk some more.
Yeah, we didn't climb enough. We thought we'd climb a few more steps. I'm kind of glad they got that locked up. They don't let you go any higher. It's a good view, a little hazy.
Ow.
That was a tough climb, wasn't it?
Yeah. I just hit my elbow.
Crossing the road. There's the white blaze. Well, we hear the highway now. Highway that goes into Franklin, North Carolina. That's where we parked our car at yesterday morning. We didn't think we was going to be able to be back here till Sunday. 2 nights in the woods, but we did 1 night in the woods, 2 13+ mile days. And if we can get through this last couple of little turns right here, we should be able to see our truck. I think we're gonna get off trail and get us something to eat and get a shower. Well, we're doing the recap for the section hike. Not on trail, we are in a motel room in Franklin, North Carolina, because we pulled off 27 miles in 2 days, so we didn't have to spend but 1 night in the woods.
Got my Chick-fil-A.
But anyway, I had the Ingles vegetable plate with the meat and ready to get a shower. She's already had her shower.
It felt so good.
But anyway, today we didn't hardly. The weeds were a lot better. We didn't hardly have any weeds. That was a good thing. Let's see. We
made the 100-mile mark.
We went to past the 100-mile mark. In fact, we are at 109 right now. 109. And exciting thing happened after the 100-mile mark. We had our first fall. We done said we've tripped a few times, but we done said it don't count as a fall unless your knee hits.
Yeah.
Well, not only did my knee hit, my back hit, and I slid down about 10 foot down an embankment.
He's lucky that it wasn't one of those steep, real, drop-offs.
Luckily, it was a soft landing, and I was able to come back up.
And if it had been me, I wouldn't have been able to crawl back up there with my pack on.
But anyway, back to the 100-mile mark. We started this journey backpacking about almost a year ago to the day. And we went over the 100-mile mark. So if we do 100 miles a year and there's 2,000 miles to go to the end of it at Mount Katahdin in Maine, we'll be in our 80s when we finish this thing. So we're not gonna give up yet. We're thinking about coming back out again. But anyway, that's it for this section hike.
The only real hard climb was Albert Mountain, that 100-mile mark, and some beautiful pictures.
Yes, and
it's a fire tower. Did you say that already?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Anyway, we'll close it out right there.